Gauss piped.
running stock.
I can't run
Scout
out.
down.
No med.
There's sniper shutter.
I'm going under.
They're all ramp.
Soldiers coming under.
Soldiers under.
I hear spies on
Almost
me.
hit a bunch. Nice.
Where's that?
Spies killed
They're
me.
retreating. Ramp.
I'm under.
Spies lit
I'm
46.
Spies
Oh,
I
down.
don't have my
dead.
health right now.
I'm coming ramp.
Come back, Scout.
I'm going to point. There's snipers. Toxic.
They have a pyro on our inner lobby.
In our
On our
lobby?
ramp now.
Double dead.
In our lobby. Oh, on our ramp. Okay. He's dead. He's dead.
There's a dispenser behind them.
Heavy's on ramp.
But
There's a
teleporter
scout
behind them.
on me. Scout on me in our fucking.
Wait, he's
Oh
on
my
our
god.
ramp. I thought they were on their ramp.
He's lit
Gauss
25.
piped.
Oh man.
Oh, he found
He's
it.
dead.
Heck yeah.
The spies in our lobby as well.
Oh, that's that's not me.
I
Sniper's
have
peeking
a
shutter.
sentry gun in their lobby, and I think they found it.
No sniper.
They found
There's soldiers on our bats. I'm coming bats. I'm just gonna sit in here. Oh, Heavy's is here as well. He's on Brass Beast.
150.
He's
He
dead.
probably picked up my
it.
gun.
Scouts in a Engie's in a spawn.
He's just going shotgun, but
NG's in our spawn?
Oh
Yeah,
my
Engie's in
God.
a spawn. He's doing a me.
Yeah, I see him. He's going to
Alright, we
ramp.
need to regroup.
I'm on bats right now.
We have the opposite problem we had yesterday. No one's talking.
Oh, they're
So
mid
many
actually.
people.
Yeah, no, we
Demo.
need to talk more.
Oh,
Spies.
spies on our bats.
Demos sticking
I don't have.
door.
I have to reload.
Shutter. Demos on
I'm
shutter.
behind them.
They're
Where is everybody?
all,
Okay, we're coming.
snipers
We're all on bats.
They're in
peeking
ramp.
from
They're
secret.
in
Our sniper is secret.
Sniper's dead.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, I'm
job.
peeking shutter.
I'm going under.
He dead.
I'm boxes. There's
We
scouts
can walk
above.
out here. We can walk out. We almost have. As soon as we
Spies,
get.
Uber.
spies, spies,
What's their
spies.
Uber?
Spies down.
Soldiers
What?
jumping our battlements.
He's dead.
I'm so bad, dude. How did I get
Have you
Don't
tricked
peek that.
stabbed?
Don't peek that. Don't peek that.
Well, they're
They're
heading
mid-
to
Med-
Sam.
med-
They have Uber on ramp.
Yeah.
That's a
Alright, I'm
spot.
coming back.
Don't take telly. It goes under.
Really,
I'm on
that's useful for me.
Alright, let's walk out.
Aw.
Alright, we're walking out now. We're walking out now.
Matt, where are you?
Alright,
coming
use-
with you.
I'm using.
We're on point. We're on point.
Scouts on our
They're
battlements.
only overing demo.
Yeah.
I need healing.
Sniper's bats.
They're all.
Send toxic.
Yeah, fuck, I'm
Nobody
stuck.
went.
We're backing up.
Any?
They're engineers in our spawn.
Jesus
Heavy's double
fuck.
piped. He's
Engineers still in our
140.
spawn?
Demo's in a spawn.
Help
yeah.
our med. Help our med.
Please.
No one was there. Okay. They're in our lobby now.
He's
Their
still
sniper's
up.
sneaking
Sniper's
main. Did we get the engineer's telly?
Yeah,
Their
he's
spy
dead. He's
was
dead. I killed him.
spy was in the porta
Spy's,
potty. He's
behind
using the
the
porta
place.
potty spot.
Yeah, he's not there now. I checked it.
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
fighting
you should
Mickey
probably
now.
stay in spawn.
The scouts hit 90. Oh, he's
They're
80.
all on our battlements right now, by the way.
Okay.
Well, their snipers.
Yeah, soldier on
shutter.
Our ramp is free. Our soldiers behind them.
He's peeking shutter, the
Sniper's
sniper.
dead.
I
Scouts
think they're
low.
coming off.
Yeah.
They're going off. Yeah.
Yeah, they're leaving.
Got misentry in ramp.
Spies down.
Misentry
Behind
in
you.
roof.
Alright, we're all walking
Okay,
ramp
that's
now.
Alright.
Alright, we can regress.
Demo's hurt.
We're playing left side of point.
Demo's real hurt. They're Uber.
Use.
Hey,
It
Uber.
is-
Yeah, just back
I'm
up.
running.
Just back
Yeah,
up.
scout
It's a
on with you.
pyro.
Watch out. Make sure they don't come up behind me.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright,
I
we
got
can
two of them. They're
Nice,
so
nice,
hurt.
nice.
Get them.
I'm back on point.
Snipers are just ramp.
Sniper's ramp.
Med dead.
They're
can't
new ramp.
Spies low.
I'm
Got the
dead.
point. Someone got a point. They're all dead.
I'm on point. I'm on point.
Scouts on
There's a
point,
scout
scouts on
behind you
point.
What is
guys.
it,
Scout
son?
on ramp.
Yeah, I'm getting
That was
so,
having problems with the last one.
Luna, that was
having so
terrifying.
much frame lag.
Scout lobby.
It's fine.
Got lobby.
He's battling.
Scouts on our beds.
They're
Scout's
reaggressing their ramp. I'm playing right side of point.
I
Soldier
got
on
a
our
hop in.
beds.
Underneath
Soldier's
them.
under.
I'm getting them. Okay, no, we're
Soldier's
not.
dead.
Luna's got him.
I'm on point.
You
Yeah,
probably
let's go
shouldn't be
aggressive.
using
Remember, be
Luna.
aggressive, be
Luna's
aggressive.
a bad idea.
I'm dead.
Oh, spies on
It's
point.
working.
Turn around.
Bye, yeah.
I know it usually does, but it's not a great idea still.
Snipers ramp.
They're gonna be
Sniper's
pushing.
dead.
Sniper's dead. There's a heavy ramp now.
They're
Battlements.
using.
They're walking a little.
Yeah, they're on
bit.
bats.
they're
They have a
pushing.
level 2 on
Oh, down.
bats. A level 3 actually.
It's
It's
up.
down. The NG's piped as well.
Their med's under point.
Andy and Sentry are down.
I don't see no Matt.
Soldier scout on blue roof. Heavy's on point alone. He's hit a 120.
Their med's
Med's
out. Their
inside.
med's.
A spy
I'm
secret.
being bombed. Spot scout
I
on
meant
our
that.
roof.
The spies are
Okay.
our secret. Same with Pyro. Pyro's on our bats.
Oh my god.
All right, we need to back out. We need to back out.
If they
Oh, I
cap,
need
they
to
win.
get out.
If they cap, they win.
Yeah, we're all weak though.
Yeah.
No, I got sniped.
All right, I'm dead. I can't. Yeah, they're all on point. Just get there if you can.
If not.
Oh.
They had Uber as well, so. All right, next round. Buff me.
Ah, shit.
All right, it's fine. I'm a little bit slow. Come ramp though. Come ramp.
Alright, alright. I'm up in the air.
Their sniper's shutter.
Scout's tunneling. Shoot that guy.
Soldiers coming from
Alright,
under.
alright.
Soldiers
I don't
coming
think
from
that's
under.
Grab the health
every
back. Grab the
time.
health back.
Soldiers
It's 'cause-
on.
it's 'cause-
Soldiers on our bats.
That demo really fucking.
Oh, there's a.
Yeah, soldier on
sniper.
bats.
Get out.
No more
Take it
soldier.
out.
Almost hit 70 on point.
shoot me again.
Soldier
140.
behind me. Soldier behind me.
Where?
Soldier behind. Soldier. Oh, I
yeah.
missed it.
Oh,
Our heavy's
on our
shooting. They're
battlements.
heavy on point.
I'm out. I'm out.
Pyrus
Go, go.
pack and battlements right now.
They're engineering the fucks.
Scout's
Missed
dead.
that.
I got the teleporter.
All right, we're respawning.
Their snipers
They're
running.
on
Razorback.
bats. They're on bats.
Yeah.
Two players
Snipers-
in their bats.
snipers
They're
are
off
on
our
Razorback.
bats. They're off our bats.
Snipers close our shutter. There's a trap.
Oh, they're Ubering our battlements!
Okay, yeah, they're all bats. I'm running away.
I'm trapping shutter.
Never
they're on
mind,
our
they're
bats?
On me.
Wow, they are fast.
Damn, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
they're Ubering their shotgun heavy and then whipping it.
It's funny.
Sniper's dead. Spy on our lobby. Spy on our spawn.
Compound.
I'm getting-
Compound, what are you doing? You're
Like,
not gonna
get-
get
oh, that
it.
is-
Fight him!
Scout's
Fight
here.
him! Fight him!
His scout was there. I couldn't do that. I had nobody helping me.
Soldiers
Okay,
on their roof.
Let's regroup bats. There's a
That's
trap
why-
in our shutter.
It's a spy.
Engineer went lower
I
bats.
said-
Their pyro's peeking our shutter. Heavy's on our bats. Snipers on
Got
their bats.
Soldier.
Heavy's on our bats still.
He's
With
still
NG
under.
as well.
With the
Sniper's
medic
watching.
too.
Oh, yeah, medic down there. They have a teleporter under our bats.
Yeah, that's how
Yeah, they
Telly.
do.
And they do that a lot.
Well, I'm
They're
about to get
trying do
Uber
that
if
a
you want to
lot.
just rush it.
I
Yeah,
can't-
yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming in lobby.
Why not Uber the pyro to
Oh,
get
they're
it?
behind.
Oh, Pyro's in our lobby.
Oh,
Behind
fuck.
you. He's dead. Oh, they used. They used.
I'm
Just
dead.
use. Just use. Just use.
I
Don't
can't.
die. Oh, you didn't have?
No.
No.
I got thrown off the fucking crate, and then I was.
I almost got their medic.
95.
Damn it! He has 20 HP. Their medic has 20 HP. And their heavy doesn't have a sandwich.
Their heavy's in front of our
Medic's
spawn. He's
dead.
hit 200.
Nice.
Dead.
My
Sorry,
cat
it's
wasn't
20
the main.
HP.
Come on, Crystal. Let's go.
Alright, I'm walking back in lobby. They're out.
We need to get point. None of them are like on point.
There's a Pyro on point. He's hit 40. I'm walking on
Go.
point.
Sniper toxic.
Sniper's on ramp. They still have a telly behind.
Demo's
Demo
behind
man's
us,
behind
I'm
us.
Oh,
He's hit
yeah.
70.
Ammo down.
Yeah.
A soldier
get
just
that
jumped behind as
telly.
Can I
well.
get a sandwich compound?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I got a sandwich. There you go.
Play crates.
Yeah.
Okay.
So soldiers.
Watch
spawn camping.
behind. Watch behind. Watch behind.
that was
Watch for
Yeah, they have a
spies.
teleporter, right? Or did we get that?
We gotta sit
Wait,
aggressive.
let me just check. Oh, spies on our bats. He's as scout.
No sniping.
No shot.
Tully, no Tully
Shot on
under
our
bat.
roof. I have
The
Uber.
soldiers.
They're in our-
Soldier
they're
and
in their
Spy
shutter.
and Pyro are all in our lobby, spawn camping.
Our lobby? Fuck.
Our lobby.
Wait. Oh yeah, I see it.
They're pushing
What
me.
the
I gotta
fuck?
go.
The spies piped. They're all weak there. They're all weak.
Sorry,
I
compound.
wasn't even
They're
there.
all sitting out. They're behind you,
Behind
Christo.
me. Yeah.
Oh,
I
use.
gotta use.
But
Heavy's
Just go
200
plant stickies,
below.
just
Your
plant.
medic is lower bats.
Their heavy's
Just
below.
back out. Just back out.
Okay.
I can't get it. I gotta.
I'm dead.
Oh.
Where the fuck was he, dude?
I
Under.
don't know how they're
He
heavy.
was
up
under. I called him.
What the fuck? He's got 46 points as shotgun heavy.
Yes, they've been
Crazy.
Ubering their shotgun heavy. I've told you this. They're gonna Uber him.
Told
again.
you, bro.
All right, where are they?
Yeah, they're. Yeah.
I'm coming
made 'em
back.
fall.
Oh, they used. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Nice. Scout's still in. He's hit 70. Their med's still in our lobby with heavy.
Please kill them for this.
Rushing the med.
overextension.
Shields are
Med
full,
down.
I
Alright,
can't get.
There's a
Yeah, we need to go
spy.
in now. We need to go in now.
The heavy's our ramp. All right, I'm looking shutter. They're not on point. They're not on point. It's just a heavy on ramp.
Oh, that pyro's dead.
Oh, sniper's on point. I'm alone on point. Help me.
I'm coming.
Yeah, over here.
Spy behind. Spy
Spy.
behind. Turn around. Oh, demo is
my
behind as well.
God.
Demo
Wow.
fans.
Hey,
What is
I mean
this
that
game?
wasn't that bad, really. I mean it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. This is a
It was bad.
I mean, you need.
okay. It was bad, but
What rank are these
last
guys
time
again?
was worse. They're
Whoop.
advanced.
So higher
The-
than the
the-
last
the-
team that we played.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
But
why
they're
are they
all off
Yeah,
classing.
they're
They're
all
all off
miserable.
classing and memeing.
Nighthawk was missing the entire.
Their demo's
map
slow.
last
They
time,
might be
by the
going
way.
You're
under. No.
fucking
They're
kidding.
coming
Scout
to
on
the
our
shutter.
roof. Scout
There's a
probably
scout
gonna
behind
come
us.
down.
Behind, yeah.
Yeah, watch out.
There's a spy compound. I just bumped
I'm
him.
coming our shutter. He's behind you. Turn around.
Oh, don't worry,
He's on our
down.
Scout's on
ramp
our ramp
now.
now.
Yeah, Scout behind
Heavy's
me.
going our ramp.
Yeah,
Heavy's on our.
Sniper's on ramp.
he's dead. Are the heavy's still there? He's weak.
Their demo is so hurt. Was nobody on point?
Where? Yeah, I wasn't on point. I wasn't there.
Heavy's down.
There's a
Alright, yeah,
soldier
back
on
up,
our
back up,
back.
back up.
Soldier, spy.
Oh, spy on you. Our med's alone and toxic. Oh.
Doesn't matter, man.
Oh, their med hit me with the Uber saw, so
Yeah, it's
he's
okay.
got 25.
Well,
I feel like we are a little bit more together than before. I mean, just a little bit.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
because
God.
they aren't
They're
pushing
hiding
into us
around the corner
constantly.
to
Oh
ramp.
my god.
Are
Rage
scouts
Heavy.
in our
Half the
lobby?
fucking
On our
body's
beds?
missing from me.
Soldier and Pyro.
Scouts
That's
did.
terrifying, dude.
Hey, the. So cool.
Oh, nice. Double pipe.
Thank you.
They're in our lobby. I mean, in our shutter. Pyro's in our shutter. They have a trap in our shutter as well. They're on our ramp. I'm jumping them.
Yeah, I'm joining.
Okay.
They use crits.
use
Demo's
crits?
down.
Their med's like 1 HP is dead. It's just a heavy. He's full HP.
Please.
Behind you.
I missed my pipes.
Help.
Alright, I got it.
Guys, I'm being bullied back here.
I think
Where are
you
you?
need to call that out louder.
I don't know,
Soldiers
man.
on
I'm
our back,
defeated
pipes.
as fuck right now, man. I do not want to play right
Oh,
now.
I got him! What was that pipe?
Are we on
Jim
point? Oh,
Sandwich.
fuck yeah.
Help on them.
No,
I'm
I
on
tried
you.
to throw it to our medic.
We're on
and it
point.
didn't
We're on
work.
point right now. There's
the fuck
demos
is
on
it
their
down?
beds.
Alright, back the fuck up.
Scouts on our bats. He's dropping down. Oh no, he's lower
Scout's
bats now.
dead.
I mean spy. Fuck, spy scout. Yeah. He's on our bats still. Spy scout.
There's like
There's
a
a-
They have a
level
fucking
3.
sentry.
Pyro behind me. They
The
have
spy's
some.
behind. They're regressing point.
I feel like one of them, they just say, hey, go under, and then they like flank one of us.
No, they literally like their pyro always like detonator jumps onto the roof, and then they just start WM1-ing you.
Here's the quick
Alright.
fix.
Where's
So
where's combo?
Guru needs to play closer to you. So he can just air blast them away.
There's a sniper
The
shot.
spy's there. Oh, that's not spy. My bad.
I said.
Demos in our ramp. I mean our shutter. He took
Shutter.
100. He's dead.
Oh, it's
Spies on-
WM1.
Spies-
Pyro
Point
on me
alone, he's dead.
again.
There's a level 3 on
That's
our
what I'm
fans.
talking about.
I'm shooting
Oh
it.
my God.
It's being healed though.
Level 3 sentry.
On our fans. Compound above you.
Above
Oh,
you,
I can get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
It's dead.
At the
Alright.
NG.
They're probably gonna Uber that fucking heavy here in a second.
I have
I
quick
don't
fix. We can walk up. They don't have.
Yeah,
They don't have
quick
Uber.
fix?
They-
Oh,
yeah, they don't have
cinemas.
Uber.
I should get the brass beast back if they have quick fix.
We should.
I should
Fight
go
on.
aggressive.
Alright, we're with you, compound.
Oh, they're bombing.
Soldiers bombing. Soldiers
Demo on
bombing.
on the
They're
roof.
all bombing. Okay, I'm getting the
I'm
brass
dead.
beast back on.
Soldiers in lobby, pyros in. Sword's dead. Fire's dead. Thank you. You're welcome.
Alright, we're
Oh, that
walking lobby.
teleporter's a bad teleporter.
Their
I
medics
didn't
in
think
Shutter.
about that.
They're leaving Shutter. Their demo's still in Shutter. Scout's on me, he's dead. I'm 1 HP.
The 1 HP.
There's snipers on
hero.
our
Lucky.
ramp. Our ramp.
Snipers on it, yeah.
Wait,
He's
where
lit
was it?
40.
Did you get shot through the Shutter? Oh, they
No,
used
it was
banner
the
in our
ramp.
Shutter.
It was through
They
ramp.
took a lot of damage though.
Actual
That was cool.
Spike Scout going to lobby.
They're walking into our spawn. They're in front of our spawn. Just be careful.
We're gonna cap. Yeah. I'm gonna join. I'm
I see
gonna
soldier. I
race
see soldier. I see engine.
Spire in our lobby.
I couldn't.
Sniper.
I couldn't get rid of the level 3, deal with the scout, kill the pyro,
we're walking
and
ramp.
then deal with the medic heavy combo.
Soldiers pencil bomb me. He's piped. He's 2
Are you there,
HP.
Nighthawk?
Spy down.
Scout's on our med.
They use in our
Let's go.
lobby.
Oh,
Bad.
God.
We gotta get on point.
Nope.
Nope. Let's do the second half and learn our mistakes.
Their fucking player is announcing the fucking same shit. Like, what is your pyro watching?
I mean, all right. So that's it.
Lose.
No.
We lost somebody.
Oh,
No,
I,
everyone's
left.
here.
Doesn't wanna.
I left, yeah. I thought we were
Yeah.
done.
Well,
we have a
if
second
you're
half to
done,
do.
Already 10.
One
can't
more
play
round of
without a medic
suffering.
if you're
One
done.
more half of suffering.
Yeah, then
I
it's
don't know,
fine.
man. I don't want to play another game if we're just gonna lose and get nothing out of it. I think
Well,
it's just a waste
to be
of time
fair,
and
to be
energy.
fair, I was missing the entirety of last game.
Yeah,
I'm not-
I had
I'm
to
not-
go. I had to
wasn't
go deal
here.
with something.
It's not really anything I can learn if I'm fighting shotgun heavy.
Exactly.
I'm
If they're
sorry.
memeing, then it's not gonna tell us anything effective here.
No, but we are. It's something about
And
like.
it's better
we
to
shouldn't
watch
be
pros
losing
versus
to
each
that is
other
the
than
thing.
versing pros.
Well, yeah, but they know
That's
what
how
they're
you
doing.
get better at
though.
the game.
Even though they're off classing, they're not as good. Like they know what to do though. So it's
Like
basically
they're
the
still
same thing.
coordinated as a team. So this isn't our fucking.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been treating it more as like DM fest on the map instead of like worrying about like the coordination shit. Because like when it's like a mess, it's both teams aren't really following much of that.
Well,
so I'm
no,
just trying to get
coordination becomes more
my shots
important
in.
as the games get more DM testy.
But no one's saying anything though. Like no one is saying anything at all.
I mean, I'm trying to call out where
I
what
was told
I'm doing right
to
now.
fucking shut up since
didn't.
last game.
No, you could talk. You don't have to shut up.
I don't know. I'm,
I'm not
trying.
mad,
but
I think,
everyone's like I'm trying, but everyone is just like, like their team is just like scattered, and our team is scattered, and I don't know what calls to do.
I can switch on to med.
You're playing
I don't
Met?
have a sniper.
Well, there's like no room to do anything anyway. Like you can't barely peek the silence anyway. Whatever.
Sure.
I mean, at that point, we just shouldn't play. Like, if there's no room for our sniper to even do anything.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I feel like it's better to just reset
that's
for tomorrow. Like, I think we're all a little bit tilted, but I don't know. I do think it'll be important to just like forget that this happened today, because like we did so fucking well.
But the thing is that both the team we faced first was better than any like IM team that we're they're probably better than temp team, so like it's not even applicable. I don't understand why we were even scrimming them. I mean, if that was the only scrim you could get, I guess it makes sense, but
I think it was.
Considering like half of these people have apparently blacklisted us, just don't want to play us, it probably was.
No, it was the only team which was available for that time slot. I presume we're talking about the 8:30?
yeah.
Yep.
So are we gonna do 8v9 or?
I think we're gonna call it a day.
Okay.
We're calling it a day.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to do that.
Regardless, I cannot stay any longer. I have to get going and get ready for surgery tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I shall see you folks tomorrow then. Thanks for playing.
You will
I
not
know
see me
it's
What are
tomorrow.
we playing again? I just...
We're playing Power Rangers, which is a team I've never
Have we
heard
played
of.
them before?
We have never played them
We have
No.
not.
You
Oh,
will not be seeing me tomorrow.
Hellraiser, right?
Isn't Tomorrow the
Is
official
it
too?
Hellraiser's team? Wait, let me check.
Tomorrow's
I
the
don't think
officials,
so.
yeah.
I don't think
Tomorrow's
so
the
either.
official.
It's a team I've never played.
You guys,
It's a team which
You
is beaten by
lot-
temp name, so
you lot have fun. I'm gonna dip out. and
it's
get things
Sigiller's team.
See ya.
Good luck, Luna.
So, yeah.
around.
Alright. I'm gonna go as well.
Yeah, same.
Alright. Good night.
Yep. See you folks. See you
See
tomorrow.
you guys.
Streaming, Loki is back. Wow! Loki, new episodes now streaming on Disney Plus. And
well, I've been saying that the entire video, so people are going to be very annoyed. Either way, I'm going to be building a ballista tower over here, and then that'll cover the entire south section of our island. Wait, I said south. Where is north? This way's north, the very east end of our island. We have 1,000 people. People are lucky to have me as their king, apparently. Our main building has grew because I'm starting to build the Great Hall. I'm also building a new large treasure room finally, and I'm slowly removing all the buildings around this. Moving them all outwards to these two areas over here. I am building a new bathhouse because apparently this one's now too crowded, and I'm about to start work, as soon as I can figure out where I actually want it, on the Great Library. I'm tempted to have it here, next to the water, because it'll be pretty, and then have a huge garden in front of it between it and the main castle. It will please very few people, but it will please me, and in the end, isn't that what's important when you're king? Beautiful tapestries. These will hang inside your keep to help decorate the place. Didn't seem to do much. Oh no, actually signs there. Beautiful tapestries hang from the walls. I was unaware regular Vikings could in fact attack walls. Thankfully we have enough here that wasn't too much of an issue. We are also now starting to build catapults, so soon we are going to attack our neighbors.
Quaker, 10 grams of fiber. Go with your gut health.
Now this is an upgrade. Experience more with a $300 travel credit from Chase Sapphire Reserve.
We finally landed on the enemy's territory. It seems like the very southernmost point of their empire isn't particularly well defended. Now realizing I forgot to build swordsmen. I built the barracks and then forgot to build them. Well, That could have been better. But still, okay, that's all their forces gone. Let's start attacking the buildings. Naturally, the very first thing I attack is a hospital, because apparently war crimes is a thing I do in these games. Now to just stay at maximum range, deal damage, and then move up. We're probably not going to win outright, but at least we're going to attack this section. Move back, move back. There's a tower there. I don't want to fight both the tower and the enemies. Wait for them to move forwards. And charge. Wow, catapults do a lot of damage versus archers. I know that makes sense, but for some reason I thought they'd be only good versus buildings. Wow. Okay, note to self. More melee and also more catapults. Let's attack them. Well, good to know for the future. For the last, like, 10 or 20 years, honestly, not all that much has happened. Lots of attacks, though. The Vikings are getting a bit ridiculous. At one point, I think I had, like, 6 ogres over here, which was not the best. On the upside, though, I am building up my forces. I'm going to try and attack our neighbour again very soon. Since last time, honestly, we almost broke through. And now I actually understand a few of the mechanics a bit better. I think I'll do better. Just going to make some archers to back up all of our footmen and our catapults. Over here, we are now building up a wall. So what's happening now is the Vikings are essentially attacking 2 areas each time. Here, because they can land, and over here, because they can land. It seems like they just go for any major area where they can try and spread out, and apparently this counts. They don't like attacking this section, though, for some reason. Maybe it's just because it's further away. I don't quite get how their AI decides where to attack. If I could figure that out, we could really choke point them, which would be really useful. But for now, just going to keep on building everything up, whilst I slowly build up my armed forces. Finally building our little colony here next to a stone deposit. It's amazing with how much stone we have, we just constantly need more. It's just definitely one of the most valuable resources in this game. Don't know how I'm actually going to protect this, to be completely honest, but we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that the enemy's attacks scale on the size of the colony, so because we're a tiny colony, we don't get too much. We have built ourselves the jousting arena. So this requires armaments, food in the form of wheat, and food in the form of fruit. Though it does create a lot of extra happiness. The people were simply demanding one, so there we go. I'm guessing the ones nearby are going to have lots of happiness. Yeah, lots of bonuses there. Nearby theatre, nearby jousts, everything then. Further away, is that still affected by the jousting? A little bit. Okay, didn't really have all that much space. I was originally going to build it in here, but I thought we do need more happiness for our main population centre. I've launched another attack against our neighbours. We've already decimated their forces, and now we're breaking our way in. I think what I really need is just more catapults. The catapults just seem generally the best thing. Could you please scout ahead for me? That'd be great. Maybe set fire to some things, be annoying. Where is their keep? Well, that's that archery stuff, so maybe we should go for that next. Down goes one of the archery towers, now moving on to the next. Yeah, next time I'm just going to really spam the siege weapons. They just seem so good. Even against other units, the only thing they seem to have a real problem with is enemy footmen. Ooh, that's their keep. Interesting. Okay, so we want our ground forces here, our normal soldiers, I should say, purely as distractions. Go. Take some of the fire for me. Can we attack their diplomats? Can I, for 1 second, stop trying to commit war crimes? If this goes down, what happens? And I put the fires out, which were spread by our footmen. Oh, that's so much health. Okay, so next time, definitely more siege weapons. Oh, saying that, we still have 5 of these. 4 now. It's taking a long time for them to take us out.
Lost a bet.
So bold. He's double espresso, all the way. Nutty and sweet. Latte macchiato. Okay, George, this one's for the prize?
Intenso.
No, cool, definitely iced. Sweet. Don't forget to recycle. Bye!
Unbelievable.
Unforgettable.
But I still don't think we'll win. Okay, let's just attack something else then. Let's back off. Let's not lose all of our siege weapons. Say goodbye to your second treasure room. Our people are incredibly upset. Our churches and libraries are too crowded, and our taverns are also apparently too crowded already. I think the keep needs a large tavern. Yeah, like a fancy one here for anyone visiting the capital. The Grand Cathedral is being built. How big a radius is this? Still not affecting... Ah, see... How big a radius is this? Still not affecting... Ah, see, I really want them over here, but I really want to build up this capital and have everything amazing here. So we can have loads of gardens and a few very, very happy houses. Oh, the dragons are going to wreak havoc now. I've taken out their few ballista, and I've also taken all their soldiers. That's unfortunate. The Viking invasions are getting a lot more fearsome. We need some proper anti-infantry at this point. I've also just lost a few catapults. I took a few more catapults over, then the Viking attack was so vicious I ended up losing all of the ones I added. So I still just have this little garrison in the middle, still causing chaos. Like, eventually I'll win, because the ballista will wear them down, but wow. Definitely stuff I need to do there. The attack begins anew. Sadly, I did end up losing all of our forces to the last Viking raid of all things, but I'm rebuilding a lot faster than before. In fact, so much so, I kind of started losing money because of just how much of our army was taking. So, over here, we've built our cathedral, we've built the first ever of our towers, which apparently increases happiness a little bit, and then we're going to have a little bit of housing just in this quadrant. So very expensive housing there, next to the keep and next to the Grand Cathedral. Other than that, we still need to build the Grand Library, which is going to be over here somewhere. How big is the Grand Library exactly? Not as big as I thought, actually. So there's the entrance. I don't want to remove that cemetery. I like having the cemetery there next to the statue. Yeah, maybe the library won't be in here. Maybe the library will be out here to please the masses. I am going to scale back on our charcoal production soon, so maybe the Grand Library can go here with just a little bit of garden around it, so it's nice and pretty. It'll affect both of these residential areas. Over here, I've been slowly building up this section. We're about to start producing our own stone, which will be lovely. We have a dock, we have a town square, we have our first manor. This is just a very quaint little village at the moment.
Aí.
This time with some footmen, so we can also set this thing alight. Actually, the footmen do a really good job damaging this thing. Massively underestimated that. Who knew? Fire was effective. I just thought since it was stone, it'd be a bit more impervious to this, but no. Plus, they're just being a fantastic distraction, since they seem to take less damage from arrows, or maybe they just have more health. This conflict is over. So, I may let them rule here, or I may exile them. Does that mean I actually take over the island? Because the island is kind of ruined, I've got to be honest. I already have 2 major islands. I don't really care about ruling you. I just wanted this war to be over and to have a bit of a laugh at you. So you may stay ruler. You accept defeat. And you must never demand tribute from me again. You should be embarrassed. Instead, you'll give us gifts instead. Of course. Victory! No more attacking our now friendly neighbour. Oh, the keep's downgraded all the way as well. Oh, they've got a lot of rebuilding to do. The Grand Library is down. I decided to put it here after all. I've made a little lake next to it because I think it looks cute. We have our keep, of course, looking glorious. We're still going to keep the main graveyard here. I'll try and spruce it up a little bit. We have our main tavern. And now I think just some housing and maybe a statue or two. And the perfect place to live will be in the very centre of the Empire, well, the capital. Main residential, capital, main farming, secondary residential, and then just a scattering of things here and there, with our military goods being produced over here, and our and military itself being trained in the Grand Keep of the Corner. And we now have just started to produce stone in this tiny little colony, which is being traded back and forth automatically by our transport vessels. That will help to feed our expansion going forwards. I'm getting very close to saying we're done, honestly. The last Viking attack was also completely repelled with no losses. I've sent over one of my diplomats. Let's have a chat. The Vikings caused some damage during the last raid. We know they'll be back. Could you send some troops to help? Yes, we actually will. You want to be allies now? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we have beat them into submission and now they're completely accepting of us. Even though they secretly don't like us, thanks to this very secret bar here saying very unfavourable. I have a request. I invite your people to settle in my kingdom. I formally demand you pay tribute. No, we'll just leave that. What else would we like to talk about? We'd like to talk trade. What of trade? Let us trade between our two kingdoms. Will you open your docks for our merchants? Nope, but we just have the military alliance to begin with. Okay then, goodbye. Maybe I'll make a gift next time. Let's see if we can get into their good graces finally. Back to the, what's it called? The thing of diplomacy? I haven't done that much diplomacy during this run. It's been mostly heavy-handed. The capital walls are going to look striking in the background. In fact, everything looks kind of cool right now. We've definitely got to that point where things are looking really, really interesting. So what I'm going to have is the two back towers here, one shorter than the two front towers. There's the obvious tower I'm building here, then I'm also going to build one here. So we're going to have 4 total. With this one, though, at the back being the main one, this way we can shoot down any Vikings which are going this way to get to our more vulnerable sections of the island. It's going to hold an immense amount of ballista. I think finally we should add some of the Greek fire emplacements. I haven't really added them yet, but I imagine they're going to be really good versus boats, etc. And I think the boats are going to come just close enough that we can use these against them. They're probably also really good against ogres, so maybe I should think about putting them elsewhere as well. Yes, go on. My favourite niece started brewing beer recently. She's very talented at it already. Oh, last time we accepted this from the other king, they ended up, I think, potentially poisoning us. Really? Wow! Excellent, that's wonderful. Sure, we will. We'll start brewing some beer. Wonderful, we'll take it. Hopefully your niece is a better brewer than the king's niece. And yes, +10, lovely. The peasants really, really enjoy the new beer in our taverns. So it is a random chance then if it's a toxic mess or delicious. Food was a problem briefly, but now it is back increasing, yet by over 200 each year. I don't think I'm going to increase my population much past here. We still have 73 beds. This area is definitely the most vulnerable, though it is being covered by a lot of these ballistas, so at least it's not too bad. Over here, we're about to add the final ballistas, and I'm also starting to build some of the fire emplacements. Really curious to see how those do. We have some housing now, adding some more little sections of garden. In fact, I'm going to remove the stone road and to turn all that into garden, because it looks nicer, to be honest. I even have a tiny little orchard in here, because, well, it's pretty. No other real reason. It's so far away from all the food stuff, it's going to be a problem to actually harvest, but oh well. What else do I want in here? I mean, I think I have everything we really need. Okay, remove those 4 pieces of the cemetery not being used, and that can become the next statue. Do I still want to go with the dragon, or maybe a queen? Yeah, sure, let's go with the queen statue instead. Then a little bit more housing over here. Maybe doubling up the wall here and there? Not too sure. Why do I have a random... Okay, you can go away. I'm trying to remove all of the catapults now. We don't really have much use for them. We have 2 allies now, no enemies. And the catapults are a bit difficult to use versus Viking invasions. Yeah, I think I'll double up the wall in some places, or at least add a smaller wall to the front just to give it a bit of texture. For now, let's just make it into 2. It's really pretty. I am actually very happy with how this thing looks. It all looks segmented, it all looks proper. Yeah. Meanwhile, this is adorable, and I'm going to build some tiny defense towers and leave this as it is. It's producing its own food, and it's producing stone. That's all I wanted. Why didn't I build those sooner? Look how cool that is! And wow, yeah, it does a lot of damage to even these more heavily armored ships. Come on, get a little bit closer. Thank you. I am curious to see how good it is versus the infantry. And the ogres. Maybe I should build one more large tower here so we can start catching more of these boats on the way in. Oh, that's just mean. So as these go past, they just fire their catapults. That's going to be really irritating to try and protect against. Okay, yeah, we've put some archers here, and we now have more archer towers, so landing enemies aren't going to do too much damage. Still some, but less. Far less. What even was that attack? It was just an immense amount of enemies. Yeah, no idea what I'm meant to do over here then. Since we have so many ships just sailing past, they're going to take out the defenses of this little colony each and every time. But I think because we don't have the treasury and stuff, they're not actually landing to attack. So I'll just not build up defenses then. Yeesh. Okay, we clearly still need a bit more defense on this side. Well, at least we're no longer very unfavourable, just unfavourable. That's it, they're just happy. Excellent. That's because we kept our soldiers on their territory during the last Viking attack. So I've built up 2 rows of ballista here. I've also started to reinforce more over here because it seems like this is a section they love attacking. This section is already quite well protected just because it's in the middle of everything else. Though I think maybe it just needs a little bit of extra protection. We can easily build some piers and build something there. But here's the problem. It's starting to get very expensive. I'm now on a 40% tax rate. Thankfully, we have so many positive things in our capital. People are decently happy, though I do need to build a new bathhouse, apparently, because ours are too busy. Oh! That's why. Because this one got cut off. That would explain it, then. We now have some fine rugs in our keep. Beautiful. Don't actually need too much stuff. I guess I'll just buy some stone and some extra tools. We are actually... Oh, no, we are running low on tools. Don't know how that managed to happen, so I'll just buy 350 now, and that'll deal with our tool usage for a very long time. There's just so many ships now. Trying to remove them all is just nigh impossible. Oh, so now you're going to attack over here. Interesting. Okay, they're now in the range of these ballista. Again, they're not great versus just the standard soldiers, but still. I really need to figure out how to force them to land in certain areas. Still, they'll be removed pretty quickly. We have a lot of anti-everything pretty much everywhere. I just need some more archery stuff, I think. Just normal archer towers now. They wish to participate in our jousting tournament. Certainly, let's see how they do. We won't let them win. Let the games begin. I hope no one gets hurt. Oh dear. Well done, you win. Indeed, what a show. That's it, just a nice little bit of happiness. They're currently unhappy with us because we keep on telling them that I don't really want to fund every single project of theirs. They're constantly asking for more stuff, and I'm constantly saying no. Going to build a set of archer towers along this, which will super protect all this section. Then a couple over here. We do have the gold for it, thankfully. Meanwhile, back in the very weird little colony, we have our new forester and we have a charcoal maker. I think we actually need some more people, funnily enough. So as soon as we have the wood for that, I'm gonna start adding some more houses. It's so tiny. Oh, look at that. Not all libraries could do that, right? I'm not going mad here. No, it's just the Great Library. So you can tithe to the Cathedral, not that I think that actually does anything to the game, but then there's also the Great Library, which allows you to research all the options you get from merchants. The only one that's left I don't really care about too much, but still, wish I knew that earlier. I would have rushed that building, because some of those bonuses are really good. There's just an absurd amount of ships now attacking each time. I wish I could tell them what to focus on as well. So yeah, I definitely think it's a good idea building up another tower or two over here. It seems like the majority of ships that go this way don't end up in our territory because they're coming from this direction and then go past. Well, at least we're going to get to see fire against infantry here. If it can fire on them. Oh, that's deadly. Okay, good. So fire is definitely more of an anti-infantry thing rather than anti-boat. So over here was fine. Yeah, I think I've just reinforced the wrong areas somewhat. Though, I will say, now we've just added some of these fire stations, we are a lot less friendly to the Vikings. Look at that, it just removes whole groups each time. Honestly, this whole fight's gone a lot better than last time. It still isn't perfect, but we're getting there. Since I'm not increasing my population, I don't believe I'm increasing the size of the attacks either, so it's just a matter now of perfecting our defense. The fire towers are fantastic, I wish I used them earlier. This corner over here needs more protection. This corner, annoyingly, doesn't need all that much. But it's where my capital is, so... yeah.
Hey, check this out. You can pre-qualify with CarMax fast and easy. Did you just block me?
I was protecting your credit score.
Pre-qualifying with CarMax has no impact to your credit score.
Sorry, force a habit.
You have the sheer amount of archer towers here, all very high level, and the fact they're all trying to disembark on this very small section. They're not doing great. Oh, the first one to actually break free from that. Oh, I just saw one of my flame towers activate, so goodbye. Yeah, maybe a flame tower in this corner would be just wonderful. Or two. That would have stopped them getting through 100%. Still, they're not getting very far. They're just getting picked off. Over here, I'm building a huge tower, which is going to house 4 more of our ballista, which will hopefully take out a few more boats. Getting closer. That was, in comparison to some of the previous attacks, that was pretty clean. We haven't actually lost a building. Ultimately, we lost nothing, except for a lot of our time, and a bit of damage here and there on a few buildings, but not actually losing a building. Buildings, so I will say that's a success. It's funny how much we are protecting our neighbours just by having all these defences here. So they've gone for more troops, but the problem is you lose so many troops and it's so annoying to replace them. And I always prefer static defences, but maybe that's a mistake. Okay, despite now going up to 50% tax, which is paying for all of our defense, including the new defenses I've just put down, our people are happy. They're above 70, so people are still coming to join our town. It's an expensive place to live, but a very well-protected one. Since we lost no lives in the last Viking attack, I'm going to stay around for one more, and if I, once again, get either no losses or very, very few, I would say our island is complete. And I'm really happy with it, honestly. Wow, that is brutal. They're all really heading directly towards here? No, I was going to say, they normally don't even land there. Oh, no, they actually might be. Oh, come on, I just super protected this corner. Does the AI figure out where you're protecting and try and avoid them? I'm starting to think maybe it does. I thought it was more just pathing towards food and gold, because that's what they actually go towards. Still, with the sheer amount of firepower we have, they don't last long, yeah? Hey, diplomat, let's talk to you while we're currently at war. Oh, yeah, you want us to start trading with you. I lost a merchant ship recently. I'll rebuild it for you as well. I mean, they attacked somewhere I didn't want them to attack, and I still didn't lose any people. No minuses. In fact, we got extra happiness, which means I can raise taxes briefly. Also, our food looks lower at the moment. That's just because we have more houses. As you can see, total change is still increasing each year. Oh, we need more pork. Why? Oh, we don't have enough workers for the... Oh, because I'm building so much right now, that's why. Also, I've just realised I also have a lot of these defences, which are taking up jobs. What do I do then? I mean, our people are healthy enough. We have 2 giant hospitals, so I don't think there's too many major issues. Oh, dear. We actually sent some of our soldiers over here to help. Apparently that wasn't enough. Yeah, both our allies are having a really rough time. We're fine, honestly. I think I should move the archers up to here, though. Okay, I've changed some of the jobs around, so now people are once again working in our swine herds. We once again have people working in the fishing industry because both of those lost all their jobs, and now everything should be a bit better. Now what I can do is turn off some of these when they're not in use. Now this will mean they don't get experience. Oh, but I do like how strong they are. Yeah, the easy option would just be turning off for instance, the ballista towers when we're not under attack. Will they lose skill? Let's find out. So, where is it? There we are, the ballista workers. Boom, they're all gone. Did they lose all of it instantly? Is that actually how this is going to work? So let's reactivate them. That's interesting. It went down. I am starting to think maybe we should strategically turn some of them off, though. The ones which aren't used very often, only turn those on if they're needed. Still, these are all very minor problems we can fix. Well, that was an easy fix then. So outside of the simple fact we don't have enough food storage, we are now making more than enough. Our pigs are growing once again, at least most of them are. Our fishing industry is back up, so our health is increasing. Things are looking even better for our people. I've turned off stone production for the time being. Hello there. He's liking us less and less and less. I really like all your gardens. Your kingdom looks really beautiful. Thank you. I didn't realise how lovely one could look. The king is here talking about how much he loves our gardens. You should definitely build more gardens. I highly recommend them. Build more. Gardens. I highly recommend them. On top of that, we now have our fishing industry back up and running, and we are now growing pigs once again, so things are looking fine. Our health is increasing, our happiness is now a steady, like, 67. We could increase that quite easily, but I think we have a good balance right now is the thing. Let me tell you of the story of how I became ruler. My brother was on the throne first. He was the oldest. He ruled for some years. Did you two get along well? No, we didn't see eye to eye on very much. You thought you could do better? Yes, I always wanted to be in charge. I'm more suited to the demands of the throne. So what happened to him? One night, he was eating a fine dinner. I don't like the face you're pulling currently. Then hours later, he became deathly ill. Before I knew it, I was on the throne, leading our kingdom back to glory. Let's say I'm glad you have a strong ruler. Thank you, a silver lining for them. It is sad, of course, his death, but one must also seize opportunities as they come. It is better for the kingdom in the end. This concludes our ruler's message. What a lovely conversation. There we go. Land where I want you to this time. The long reload of the fire emplacements is a bit brutal. And they also don't have charcoal. Do they have to be reloaded manually with charcoal each time? I mean, either way, the enemies are just being funneled to their death, especially if they go down this route. They set fire to a few fields, but the fields are repaired before they even get fully damaged, so yeah, that was an
Look, I get that you're old-fashioned in your morals, but as a progressive, I think you need to support everyone's lifestyle choices. If they aren't hurting anyone, let them live whatever life they want.
You know, I agree with that. No victim, no crime.
Exactly. We all need to tolerate decisions made by others.
Glad we see eye to eye. Anyway, I've got to run. I've got to find a place where I can fill this thing's gas tank. It barely gets a mile to the gallon. Normally I wouldn't be able to afford it, but I invested in a chain of slaughterhouses and the dividends have been doing really well for me, especially because of all the tax loopholes. I basically used the money I would normally be giving to the government and I donate it to my local church. By the way, do you know where I can find a McDonald's around here? I don't make a habit of eating fast food, but like I said, I'm in a hurry. Normally my wife just cooks dinner for me. She has extra time on her hands now because she invested some extra cash in the tobacco industry and made enough money to give up her career in a STEM field and pursue being a homemaker and eventually a stay-at-home mother. We're hoping to have 6 kids, but we'll be happy with more. We've actually been trying this new...
Please, stop!
What? I was just about to tell you about my wife's new preferred birth control choice.
Oh, thank goodness. At least she's somewhat liberated.
Yeah, she's decided to experiment with some more organic methods.
Really?
Yeah, natural family planning. You okay?
Get him out of here!
You should thank this young man. He saved your life. He drove you to the hospital after your heart attack.
Wow, so ungrateful. You know how late I am for my engagement tonight because I decided to take you here?
Where are you going?
No!
NRA meeting.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the newest video, and a special thank you to Free Talk Live's Mark Edge for lending his voice. If you
representative from Lustria has the floor.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new undercity, conceived in plague and dedicated to the proposition that most ratmen are created equal.
No! Skaven's superior race! Ratman cheat!
Well, this clan, Underhorned Rat, believe the Skaven deserve a new birth of freedom, and that a council of the rat, by the rat, for the rat, shall not perish from this earth.
Yeah, no. We're having none of that. Pack your shit. We're doing a Skaven Civil War episode.
My name is Riggs, and my friend Mac and I got into a little Total Warhammer civil dispute where I'll be playing as the Plague Lords of Clan Pestilence.
And I will be playing as the Warlord Tyrants of Clan Moors.
So with all that settled, we now welcome you to the Great Rat Wars, where no matter who wins, the rest of the world loses.
Now is the time of the rat!
Let's start this story up with Mac and what led up to this War of the Rats.
Our campaign starts in Blightwater Province at our home city of the Misty Mountain. If you don't know where the fuck that is, I got you. We start here in Blightwater, and Riggs starts all the way over here across the sea in the jungles of Lustria. So the bad Ratman is to the west of us. To start our campaign, I captured the whole of Blightwater with our coked up friend and started crafting devious plans to win the campaign and put that boy Riggs in a whooshy fingerhold. The easiest way to win a head-to-head campaign is to expand fast. More settlements means more armies and more money, which gives us the resources we need to drown Riggs in a sea of rats. And drowning Riggs in a sea of rats is possible because rat life is very cheap. This awesome skill comes with our Warlord Generals, reducing Skaven slave upkeep, these guys, by a whopping 83%. So each one of our armies costs the price of a gumball, allowing us to recruit dozens and dozens of armies and stretch our meager economy to its absolute limits. So now that we have our live ammunition, we can load our machine gun of expansion and spread our vermintide across the world. During our expansion, the Greenskins tried to resist at Karak 8 Peaks and at Ekrund, but I had plans for them. I pickled and jarred that naked dancing man, and now I'm gonna eat. Oh yeah, something you should know. In Warhammer 3, the Skaven have a unique resource. Food! We get food by defeating our enemies in battle. So, to be clear, we ate this guy. But food is used to instantly upgrade our settlements, which is insanely good. Good, because we can get a tier 5 city super early. It's literally turn 23 and we already have a tier 5 city. It takes most factions. actions, 40 plus turns to get the same thing. But now that I have Ekrund fully upgraded, we can recruit our best units like Eshin Triads and Brood Horrors right on the front line. At this point, I'd recruited so many cheap Skaven slave armies that I practically didn't even know what to do with them all. I had armies in the Darklands, in the deserts, in the jungles, armies literally just everywhere, and turned my expansion from a snowball into an avalanche.
Oh dear God.
But all this expansion gave me the food and money I needed to get critical settlements like Khemri and Galbarez to tier 5. But just as I was about to continue my attack south, I saw it. A green smudge of plague. A little pestilent pox on the Arabian Peninsula. Riggs was here.
And let me tell you how we got here. Lord Skrulk doesn't have it easy starting his campaign in the jungle continent of Lustria. Expansion through the bush is slow, and there are a lot of very powerful legendary lords in the area that for some reason don't take too kindly to having our jittery little fella here as a neighbor area that for some expansion through the bush is slow, and there are a lot of very powerful legendary lords in the area that, for some reason, don't take too kindly to having our jittery little fella here as a neighbor. So, to deal with these tough enemies, my strategy was to take full advantage of all the unique bonuses Clan Pestilence provides. For starters, the upkeep for all my plague units is cut in half, and so is the price of the buildings that recruit them. These include some pretty solid units you can get fairly early on into the campaign, especially the Plague Claw catapults. They're one of the best artillery pieces in the entire game. And so because of this low cost, they made for the perfect tool in dealing with the growing strength of each remaining lord surrounding us. My armies then spread out like the plague, while spreading the actual plague, and we infected and conquered the rest of the jungle. Yeah, so spreading disease is kind of like my whole thing. Not only can Clan Pestilence spread it easier, but at the same time as it harms other settlements and makes enemy armies attrition, it boosts my own army replenishment and settlement growth. And at this point in the campaign, I noticed Mac's rapid expansion and knew if I wanted to win, I would need to use my plagues to great effect to compete against his numbers advantage. So with my strategy in place, I loaded up my plague monks, priests, and claw catapults and sailed over the great ocean to share the plague gospel across all the land. My goal was to quickly win some decisive battles against Mac, then blitz and occupy his best settlements, and thus cutting the head off the snake before it grows too large to stop.
Oh, declaring war on me, buddy. Come and get them from the Mac Daddy. When the war broke out, I was definitely nervous. Even though I had a ton of armies, they were spread out over a huge area, leaving only a few to hold the line. So I had to play a defensive game while I waited for reinforcements. My plan was to hold Riggs at the mouth of the peninsula, forming a choke point at Xandri and the Pools of Despair. Unfortunately, though, I misclicked like an idiot and sent one of my armies straight into the lion's den.
Well, that's insane.
I know, Wes,
Oh
but...
my god.
Well, obviously I'm fighting this.
Yeah. In classic fashion, Riggs ambushed our ass. But our Skaven slaves performed really well in the battle. So although we lost, it was a tough fight for both sides, providing a small window of the carnage that was to come. So while I gathered my forces and licked my wounds, I also recruited a powerful Doomflayer army, with each of its Hell's Angels being extremely good against Riggs' Plague Monks. It would just take a while to recruit. So while our Doomflayers were busy ruining everyone's nice time, I opened a new front in the north against Riggs' ally, the one and only
Icket Claw, Engineers, Death!
This atomic Boy Scout takes great pleasure in math, science, and splitting the atom on anyone who gets in his way. So this insane scientist has gotta go. I sent the reinforcements that were headed south and sent them north instead, intent on taking the mecca of the rats, Skavenblight. Skavenblight offers crazy buffs to the owning faction. If we can capture it, we'll have a huge advantage throughout the rest of the war. So I captured the nearby settlements of Maragliano and Taboro, cutting off the city like a Jewish man in foreskin. But before I could capture the city, Riggs sent an army to help Icket in the battle for Skavenblight and trapped one of my armies. This was hugely important. There was no way I could capture Skavenblight without Ickbolt's army. So if Riggs killed him here, that would put the entire operation at risk. Whoever wins this battle not only gains control of Skavenblight, but also will control the entirety of Estalia. So defeat for either side could play a major role in the outcome of the war.
I don't know why it says I feel like I have an advantage. You've mostly saving saves.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I also have some good units. We'll have to see. The Battle of Skavenblight would answer the age-old question of quality over quantity. Riggs' army was comprised almost entirely of Plague Monks, which are zealous ratmen running on blind faith and Sinai, which would make sense seeing as they Leroy Jenkins straight into my general.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
Speaking of our warlord generals, they get another awesome buff.
I'm coming day and night.
Riding on a mutated rat intent on consuming your soul, which makes our lord insanely strong in battle. So if we were going to win this fight, it would be on the back of our generals. As the battle progressed, our formations fell into chaos, with small contingents of troops running all over the battlefield. Although I had my slingers and sniper teams firing on overdrive, Riggs' Plague Monks continued to chop through my lines and tip the balance in his favor. So in a decisive action to save the battle, I charged Ickbolt into Riggs' lord, killing him and feeding his soul to the big rat.
Wait, how is my lord still on the field there?
He's shattered. So
How?
he's
He was like running off. You were able to click on him still? He wasn't like clickable at all.
I wasn't even watching.
Killing Riggs' lord was the Hail Mary we needed, flipping the battle back into our favor and giving us a narrow but crucial victory.
I thought I could have won. I mean, I think I would have won should have won if your Lord wasn't so amazing. He's just insane.
He was way better than I thought he was going to be. Holy shit.
The outcome of this battle was crippling for Riggs, but great for us. Skaven Blight was now under our control, and the whole of Estalia was given some freedom. Riggs confederated Ickett before I was able to kill him, though, which sucked.
Oh my fuck.
But this was a huge victory for us. With Estalia secured, I was able to free up our forces in the region and pressure Riggs' position in Araby. So I consolidated my forces and prepared for a major attack on Riggs that would push him from our shores and drive his ass into the sea. Now is the time for a decisive blow.
In spite of our early wins and expansion, all my power in the desert is still at risk to fall in a few short turns if I can't keep Mac from breaking this choke point. Our biggest threat is this Doomflare death stack that could easily beat any of my armies in a one-on-one. This means I don't have the army strength advantage anymore, and that means that I needed to get real sneaky.
I think we can all be a little sneaky sometime.
So although I'm all about spreading that plague, don't get me wrong, I'm still a scheming little rat. So upon recruitment of my plague lords, I put their first 4 skill points into giving each of them an extra 30% chance for a successful ambush. And oh boy, did this come in handy. Because my armies were either in ambush or out of Mac's line of sight, he severely underestimated my strength in the area, thinking I had most of my armies guarding the provincial capital of Al-Haik. At this time, I even had an army travel underground into Mac's territory to take a settlement of his and hopefully lure some of his armies away from the front. However, this also had the added benefit of making him further believe I didn't have that much force on the front lines. Mac figured he would be okay splitting up his armies.
Dumb bitch.
It was now or never for me. And this army was kind of shitty, but if I was able to get an ambush opposed to an open field battle, it stood a real chance in punching well above its pay grade.
Yes! Hell yeah!
For this battle and every future battle, Plague Claw catapults will be by far my most important units. They are able to deal just stupid damage.
Oh my god.
That's pretty gross.
That was a great early win for us. I just then needed to quickly retreat this army. Well, this army got fucking wiped out, but at least I think this ended up being a good trade for us regardless. And then I revealed our army that was in ambush.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
And with Mac weakened, it was time to attack the settlement to try and wipe out the rest of his left flank. At the start of the battle, I ran my lords and heroes up to distract Mac's main army. I then proceeded to bomb the fuck out of his reinforcements entering the field. My units pushed up to pin down his main army and wipe it out, while I continued with an endless artillery barrage on his other army. We ended up winning the battle with minimal casualties, which was insanely important because we still needed a deterrent against Mac's stronger, ever-growing right flank. And with his left flank completely defeated, we pulled back and consolidated all our armies. However, even with all that, Mac was still able to push up and capture Al-Haik, immediately turning it into a tier 5 settlement. If I allow him to just sit there a while, he'll eventually be able to recruit the Skaven's very best units right in front of me. And then at that point, my forces in the desert are basically fucked. We skirmished with and chiseled away as much strength from Mac's attack as we could, but now he has a settlement on the front lines capable of building an army the likes of which this world has never seen. On top of all that, after my defeat in the north, Mac has brought armies down to pressure me from across the water. It was do or die now, ladies and gentlemen. I had to make my move and attack Mac before it was too late. Will I have enough strength to deal with his Doomflare army and Warlord generals? Can I survive this total onslaught?
Does anything even matter?
Find out the answer to at least 2 of these questions right now on More Warpstone. But first, remember to like and subscribe if your name starts with one of these letters. And why not comment down below whatever you want? I'm not stopping you. And finally, a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters for the continued support. You guys are awesome. Now with all that said, back to the vid.
So it begins.
The battle started when we gave our catapults a volley. However, when taking a defensive position on the hill, I noticed I accidentally left my lord so far ahead of my army. So Mac came up to assassinate him and... This man had an iron chin. Dude walked away like it was nothing. But after that scare, we both took a bit of time to set up our battle lines after all of our reinforcements had entered the field. I should note that we each have 4 separate armies going at each other in this fight, so Mac chose to have one of his armies controlled by the AI, and due to a recent Warhammer 3 patch, I had no choice in the matter, and one of my armies was automatically set to be controlled by the AI as well. Look, they were shooting at my own fucking units! And this also really sucked, because I was the attacker in this battle, so the AI just charged my army forward and really dictated the speed of my advance. We didn't know what caused this at the time, so needless to say that I was pretty pissed.
Why are one of my armies is not controlled by me? What the
Oh, you chose a...
No, I didn't click shit. This is stupid. That's so stupid.
One of mine is controlled by the AI, but I purposely clicked that because I didn't think I could manage it all.
I could do it all.
So we reformed the line to support my AI units right in time for the battle to truly begin. Max started pushing up the side with his Doom Flares, hoping to sneak around and penetrate my backside.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
But meanwhile, my Plague Claws were unleashing absolute hellfire. Just endless volleys from the top of this hill, pulverizing Max's front line by perfectly arcing their shots over my units like they were damn rat snipers, I tell you. My priests were also constantly casting plague spells on his units as well. Eventually, Max's left flank collapsed, and I was able to begin pushing my infantry forward. However, Mac maintained his Doom Flare assault, and they finally made it to my artillery pieces, where he tied them up and really started giving them the business. At this point, the front lines have been shattered, and the battle was descending into chaos. Our single entities continued to duel each other though, and even though we both have already suffered massive losses, there were still so many units fighting all over the map. Mac eventually did start bombing me with his own Plague Claws, but my infantry was able to begin swarming his single entities, as well as his Doom Flares, who began to flee. And once Mac's single entities finally routed as well, the rest of his units broke and fled the battlefield. Well, that win was absolutely huge for us. It allowed us to mop up and push back Mac's forces in the area.
That was a massive win for you there. Like, if you lost that, I think you might have been fucked. But now you're like,
100%.
Now I feel like it's flipped. Now I feel like I'm trying to hold you off. I am trying to hold you off. But when you have moments like that, that was fucking awesome. I don't even care that I lost. That battlefield was fucking insane, dude. It's like it's shit like that that makes head-to-heads just so fun.
All of Mac's armies ended up coming down with a little case of the plague as well. Remember, this means they can't replenish and even take a little bit of damage each turn. And this allowed Ikit Claw, who was waiting in reserve as the last line of defense in case we lost Al Haik, to sail out into the sea and wipe out Mac's naval invasion before he even had a chance to disembark. Everything was coming up rigs, baby. We severely weakened Mac and began the advance towards his best settlements to put the final nail in his little rat coffin. But when I tried to underway Ikit up next to my armies on the front lines, some absolute bullshit occurred and...
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Oh shit, did I intercept? Oh, let's go, baby! Despite setbacks in the desert, I finally had a stroke of luck intercepting Ikit's army and dealt him a quick death. Dead!
It's so much fucking health too. Look, I was so far. I was next to Morlock.
But even with Ikit's death, Riggs was a lot more powerful than I thought. My armies in the region were weak after all the fighting, so the risk of Riggs breaking through our defenses and attacking cities like Khemri and Galbaraz was high, and losing those cities could easily turn the tide of the war against us. Although our Skaven slaves had performed well throughout the war, it was time for an upgrade. With our best cities so close, I started recruiting our best units. Brood Horrors, Death Runners, and Doom Wheels. Recruiting these units protected our cities and increased my military strength far beyond what Riggs could recruit on this side of the pond. Riggs didn't know I had these new elite armies, giving me the element of surprise. So I let Riggs push north, buying time for me to finish recruitment and wait for the right moment to strike. Once Riggs had pushed deep enough into me, I launched my attack.
I didn't know you had these units.
I caught and destroyed multiple armies in southern Astalia and obliterated his forces in the Badlands. My units were just so much better. And just like that, the tides had once again turned in my favor. Riggs abandoned his positions on our continent, retreating all the way back to Lustria, trying to match my ever-growing strength.
Yeah, unfortunately, we just cannot hold on to our lands in the desert any longer. I could only recruit mid-tier units there, and Mac finally started bringing some serious late-game firepower. I made the decision then to fall back to our home continent of Lustria, recruit the very best units that I possibly could, and prepare the defenses for Mac's naval invasion. invasion. He would need to send a massive armada to break into my territory and push through my plague units. This means Mac is committing hard to this attack. If I am able to weather this storm without taking devastating damage, Mac will not be able to re-recruit his strength back fast enough, and I'll be able to spread out and take all of his surrounding lands that he stopped protecting. And if we manage to do that, we could still fucking win this thing. So Mac finally sailed his force over, and when he made landfall, it was time for battle. The battle began with us just bombing each other as usual, but reinforcements quickly arrived, and there was a lot of them. I quickly tried hunting down Mac's Lord Queek in the trees, and after this, I began to rush my plague units forward. Mac was advancing at the same time, however, and we met with a clash. But eventually, my brood horrors barfed on Queek enough until he died, and with their warlord defeated, the rest of Mac's army soon followed suit. And that was a nice win, with not too many losses. But Mac immediately attacked again, so it was a quick round 2.
Oh shit, here we go again.
As if you thought the battle would start any differently. Mac quickly rushed my artillery though and really damaged them, and he just had so many more units coming that I was getting real nervous. We did manage to kill his main army, but took a pretty big beating in the process. But we reformed the line and charged, just in time as Mac's full force had made it to the front. But
anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
And the battle turned into chaos once again. At the end, I had just enough firepower to turn the tides into my favor. But as Mac retreated, it was bittersweet. I took too many losses. I was still broken. Even though we were able to take down the initial assault and win a couple battles, it made no difference. Thousands of rats died, but Mac's invasion did not. Strength in numbers prevailed, and he was able to wash over the rest of my armies with a suffocating tide of indentured rat. So congrats to Mac on winning the Skaven Civil Wars, and thank you all very much for watching.
I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got
the first ever Mazda CX-90.
You're just an edgy version of me trying to be scary. No! I am scary! Chaos!
We've always been terrifying. Yes.
Hey, what's up, dude? Hunting season's coming up. I'm looking to get a new rifle. I was thinking maybe like an AR-10.
AR-10. Okay, perfect. Well, we got some here. Oh, here we go. The Arrow M5. That's a great choice right there.
Sweet. This is nice. I was thinking for something, you know, a little bit nicer. A little bit more higher end.
Okay, gotcha. Let me see. Let's keep that there. I should have a Daniel Defense. Yeah, I have a DD5. Okay. Okay, so here's the DD5. Okay, I see you took everything apart.
Nah, man, don't worry. I was armor in the Marine Corps. It's all good.
Armor in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're really not supposed to.
Hey, are y'all hiring?
No. Oh.
Hey, what's up, dude?